Hello and welcome back to What Jack has made. In this video I'm going to be going over the most important topic when it comes to any software development, and that is documentation. So as you can see on the screen, I'm on a website called velocity.silverlakesoftware.com, and this website provides a piece of software similar to the Dash software that is available for Mac OS. And what it does is it provides documentation on a list of different languages and libraries and APIs, and allows you to search it with ease and have it accessible when you're offline. So I'm not going to download and install it because I've already done that, but I'll run you through what options you have. You have the trial version, which is completely the same as the full version, except on the full version you don't get pop-ups every, I think it's like 5 to 10 minutes. Asking you to purchase the full version. So it's kind of like a light software where you get nagged to buy the full version. And I would recommend buying the full version if you find it beneficial. I'm going to be buying the full version when I get paid next, because I found it really helpful the past few weeks. So I've loaded up the software already, and this is what it looks like. Well, when you first install it, you won't have Emmet or WordPress. But I'll run you through how to add some documentation and then show you some documentation while that downloads. So you simply go into add and download, and you now have a bunch of different documentations that you can download. So I'm going to choose something as an example. Let's say CSS, for example. Okay, PHP. Where did it go? There it is. We click download, and it'll take a second to just begin. And there we go, it's starting to download. So while that downloads, I'll quickly run through some of the ones I've already got so far. Emmet is a subject I'm going to be covering very soon, so I recommend you download Velocity if you're going to be following the series. And as you can see, here is the basic cheat sheet for Emmet. And it's what you'd find online, but you can have it readily available to you offline. So if you've got your laptop and you're on a train or something and you've got no Wi-Fi, then you have the documentation ready. And we also have the WordPress one, and as you can see, this one's a bit more in-depth. It's got everything to do with the WordPress documentation, classes, libraries, methods, and so on. So for an example, to show you how easy it is to search, we can search for the thumbnail functions in WordPress. So if I type in thumbnail, then you see it searches WordPress and PHP, as the PHP one has just been added. And as you can see, this is the sort of information you'd find online. We have examples of how to use it, different examples from contributors, and so on. And you can get really specific with what you're looking for, and usually you'd have to, Google around or try and find it in the index of the documentation. But from within Velocity, you can just simply search for what you want and find it quite quickly. So if we back out and go to home. Okay, I think I just need to remove the search. Then we have the PHP documentation downloaded, and as per the normal documentation, as the WordPress one had, we have all of these sub sort of documents. So we could go into variables and have a look at what global variables are, and so on. So if you're learning a new language or a new library or API, this tool is really beneficial, especially if you're a new user and you want to find out exactly how a function or a piece of code works. Because I've been coding for a while, and I've gone into the documentation, which I hated reading at the start, but when you read the documentation you see exactly how it can be used, and you may even find different ways that you didn't know you could use the code. But yeah, really short video just explaining the importance of documentation. I highly recommend checking out Velocity, and if you have a Mac, then I recommend checking out Dash. I'll put a link to both of them in the description, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.